everybody. Let's assemble. Let's start with
Nickelsville.
Seattle.
Is a poem.
Sting.
A grating noise.
Quality of life.
A habit.
A nostalgia.
A dream.
Nickelsville is the gathered in Seattle.
Tented steak.
And nylon and aluminum.
Chipped pavement and weedy parking spaces.
And donation.
Street corners of Cincinnati.
Thai restaurants.
And churches.
And little crowded drugstores.
And university labs.
Its inhabitants are
As the mayor once said,
tramps
Hobos.
and sons of bitches.
by which he meant everyone.
Had the mayor looked through another square with a chain link fence, he might have said,
And angels.
and martyrs,
And merry men.
then he would have meant the same thing.
Nice, isn't it? To have a fire back?
God, yes, it's freezing. Damn mayor and his burn bands.
Those burn bands? I bet he does it just to torture us.
Well, we got it back, I suppose.
How's your tent been holding up in the snow, Jim?
The snow is pretty bad, but now it's going to be the sun that's going to be the death of me. The melt's going to flood everything.
At least yours isn't buried.
Yeah, well, it's going to be soon if we get any more of the white stuff.
What do you think about Panda?
My daughter.
Your daughter? I didn't know you had a daughter.
This is the mother. Haven't seen her in years now.
Isn't that far away?
Back home in Alabama. Haven't seen her since I left. Wonder how she's doing now.
All right. Good evening, everybody. Let's get this meeting started. Let's start off with external business. Anybody have anything to share?
Sure. I just sold my first 10 real change papers today.
Woo!
Oh yeah. And I had a bunch left over. I decided to make these sweet hats for everyone.
Nice! I haven't seen one of those in years!
Hey, you know, kind of looks like the hat that Robin Hood wears. Hiya!
Yeah, I loved Robin Hood as a kid. I always wanted to be Maid Marian.
Maid Marian? How about justice?
Well, I suppose it fits. Justice being stolen from the people. Hey, you're right. I always wanted to be Little John.
Oh, hey! Can I have your Friar Tuck?
And I will be the most loved character of the whole story. The Sheriff of Nottingham.
Well, Little John, are you ready to leave the camp for new lands?
I don't know, Robin. Every time we finally settle in, it's relocation time again.
I sympathize with you, my friend, but we must be grateful for what we have. I am just happy we have a safe place to stay.
That's true. I've known too many a good person to perish simply because they didn't have a warm place to sleep. Frozen right on the street.
Makes me wonder how Jack is doing.
I'm sure he'll be fine. 3-day suspension is just enough time to make him value having a place in the camp. He's got to learn to respect the rules if he wants to stay.
I suppose. But you know, if we don't do something about the Sheriff of Nottingham soon, there won't be a camp to value. He'd love to see us all disappear. He's always kicking us out of our land and...
Little John, the mayor of Nottingham has captured Maid Marian.
And now he has kidnapped Maid Marian. Good friar, how came you by this news?
I was tending to my bookkeeping duties when the mayor drove by in his little wagon with Maid Marian tied to the back. And he had an evil laugh.
Robin, we must save her.
Indeed we must, Little John. I believe this is the opportunity we have been looking for to, persuade the mayor of Nottingham to look more kindly on our little group here. Let us go. There is much preparing to be done.
My dear Maid Marian, you will realize how much you love me if it kills you.
Ha! You foolish little man. There's no force in the universe that could will me to love you. My heart belongs to another. Robin Hood.
I hate that damn fool. He and his homeless gang of outlaws. How many times will I have to kick them out of their land before they give up?
You really are foolish, aren't you? It doesn't matter how many times you destroy all their hard work. They will rebuild and they will continue to
fight back. They have noble reasons to motivate you. All you have is greed. And they aren't homeless. They're residentially shallow. And one day they will fulfill their dream of becoming a permanent settlement.
And how will they do that? I've made sure no one will be able to fund their foolish dream.
Just you wait. Robin Hood will find a way.
Shut up. I will destroy Robin and his merry men if it's the last thing I do.
Are you sure we're ready for this, Robin?
If not now, then when? We have been tolerating the mayor's injustice far too long already. We must stand against him now or nothing will ever change. He needs to realize that each and every human life is worth something, regardless of material wealth.
You're right, Robin. It must be done.
Robin will never be able to save you, Maid Marian. The only way your life will be saved is if you confess your love for me.
Ah!
Yeah!
Ah.
Sounds like you're wrong.
What?
Hello, Mayor. What a surprise to run into you. Little John and I were just talking about you.
Ah, Robin, I have been expecting you. You will never get away with this, you know. I am a powerful man.
That is true. You are a powerful man. But when all else is stripped away, you are just a man like everyone else. Now, if you will kindly hand over Maid Marian and promise to end your tirade against our camp, we will be on our way.
Never! I will never tolerate your filthy camp of bums.
Well, that's too bad, Mayor. Little John, do you think you could, persuade our friend here to change his mind?
Sure, Robin. I can be persuaded. And that, Mayor, is why you should change your mind.
So what do you say, Mayor? You gonna stop bothering us and allow us to build a permanent settlement?
Never! Ow! I will leave you alone. And I will make the first donation towards your permanent settlement. Just keep him away from me.
Why, that is mighty generous of you, Mayor. It's touching to see such a change of heart.
Yeah, right. Like that could ever happen. The mayor won't even talk to us. He shut down all the elevators last time we went to see him.
No. First he takes away our voices, and then he sends piggies in to chase us out.
Come on, guys. It may look bad, but we gotta move on. There are too many day-to-day issues for us to be worrying about the future. But we must hold out hope that eventually the people of this city will wake up and realize that something needs to be done. They walk by us every day with their blindfolds on, but eventually they gotta come off.
Why wait? Let's be the ones to take their blindfolds off.
Heroes.
And angels.
And martyrs.
And merry men.
And he would have meant the same thing.